Hello my dear student friends, welcome back to the virtual classroom of the Quest. Today we are going to study about the different graphs that we encounter in one-dimensional motion. So before going to the topic, we should have an adequate knowledge about the XY coordinate system or the two-dimensional coordinate system, in which two mutually perpendicular axes are meeting at one point, which is the point of reference or the origin, from which all the measurements are taken. So if we replace this x-axis with time or displacement and this y-axis with the variation of the different physical quantities on one-dimensional motion, then it will become a one-dimensional plot or one-dimensional graph. So for example, let us take, if you consider the displacement to be, the progress in the displacement is to be taken along the y-axis and the time itself is taken along the x-axis, then it is a displacement time graph. If the velocity is taken along y-axis and time along x-axis, then it is a velocity time graph, and so on. There are also graphs which include velocity along y-axis and displacement along x-axis. They are called as velocity displacement graphs. We have also acceleration velocity graphs. As we know, there are various curves in one-dimensional motion. So we will study only the straight line curves in this video and the curved line graphs in another video. To start the video, let us take an example of distance time graph versus displacement time graph. So most of us agree that both are same, but we know that the distance is a scalar quantity as well as the speed, like scalar quantities, will have only positive value, no negative value. Therefore, if we consider distance speed in a one-dimensional graph, then it will be confined within the first quadrant only, because here the x is positive and y is also positive. Most of the time we take x as the progress in the time and y as the different physical quantities. If we consider displacement, velocity, they are vector quantities and they may have negative values. So the curve also, the graph also may extend to the fourth quadrant of the coordinate system, where the x is positive and y is negative. Now let us analyze some of the straight line graphs under one-dimensional motion.
Let us take a two-dimensional coordinate system with two mutually perpendicular axes meeting at a common point O called as origin. If we consider a point A on it, then the position of A is specified by a set of two coordinates x, y. It means that the point A is at a distance x from the origin along x-axis and at a distance y along the y-axis from the origin. If this point changes its position in the frame, then we can get different set of x and y like x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 and so on. When we join these points with a smooth curve, we can get a plot or graph in xy plane. Thus, different graphs in one-dimensional motion can be obtained by taking the time along the positive x-axis and the one-dimensional physical quantities along the y-axis. Hence, by plotting different physical quantities against time, we can study the variation of these physical quantities like displacement, velocity, acceleration, distance, etc. with respect to time. In this type of graphs, the slope indicates the ratio of change in variable taken along y-axis to the change in variable taken along x-axis. And also the area under the curve gives a physical quantity with a dimension equal to the product of the variables along x and y axis, that is the product of p and t or integral of p over t. Let us now study all the curves in 1D one by one. To start with, let us take that the graph is a straight line and parallel to the x-axis. Here we already know that along x-axis the value of y is equal to 0 and along y-axis the value of x is equal to 0. So when the curve is a straight line parallel to the x-axis, then it is clear that the value of y does not change for different values of x. So if we replace x with t and y is with displacement, then the straight line indicates that the displacement of a body from a fixed point O is constant, or the body is at the initial displacement from point O and its displacement does not change with time. Similarly, in a velocity time graph where velocity is taken along y-axis and time is along x-axis, the straight line will indicate the uniform velocity, that is, the velocity remains constant. However, for a negative velocity, the line lies in the fourth quadrant of the coordinate system. In an acceleration time graph, where acceleration is taken along y-axis and time is along x-axis, it will show uniform acceleration of the body. In this type of graphs, the slope becomes 0 as the slope is equal to dy by dx, and here the variation of y is 0, so slope is equal to 0. And the area under the Vt graph will give the displacement because S is equal to V into T, and the area under the AT graph will give the velocity where V is equal to A into T. Now consider another straight line, but this time making an angle theta with the x-axis. Here we can clearly see that y is directly proportional to x. Therefore, y is equal to some constant k into x. This implies k is equal to y upon x, or change in y upon change in x. It is also termed as the slope of the graph, where k is equal to tan theta, which is equal to change in y upon change in x. Therefore, the more the change in y with respect to x takes place, the more is the slope, or greater is theta, or greater is the tan theta. Now for a displacement time graph, the slope of this type of line is the velocity, which is a constant quantity. For uniformly moving body, the displacement time graph is a straight line making an angle theta with the time axis, and the velocity is given by the tangent of the angle theta. In a velocity time graph, this type of line represents that the body is uniformly accelerating, and in an acceleration time graph, the straight line gives that delta A upon delta T is a constant quantity, which is the slope of the line. Now coming to the area under the curve. In the velocity time graph, the area under the curve gives the area of the right angle triangle OAB, which is the displacement covered by the body in time t, which is equal to half AB into OB. Here we can see that AB upon OB is nothing but the tan theta. Therefore, AB is equal to OB tan theta, which is equal to A into T. Therefore, displacement S is equal to half A T T, which is equal to half AT square. As here the initial velocity u is equal to 0. For a uniformly accelerated body with an initial velocity u, the velocity time graph is a straight line making an angle theta with the x-axis, but it is initiated from a separate point other than the origin, like the graph given. Here OA is equal to u, which is the initial velocity of the body at t is equal to 0, and OB is equal to v, which is the final velocity of the body at time t. Now the area under this graph is equal to the displacement covered by the body in time t, which is given by the area of OABD trapezium, which equal to area of OACD plus area of triangle ABC. Therefore, the displacement becomes OA into OD, which is the area of the rectangle, plus half BC into AC, which is the area of the triangle. Here OA is equal to U and OD is equal to T, which equal to again AC. Also BC upon AC is equal to tan theta, which is the acceleration. Therefore BC is equal to AC tan theta, which equal to A into T. Therefore the displacement becomes UT plus half AT into T, which equal to UT plus half AT square, which is the formula for the displacement for a uniformly accelerating body. In a displacement time graph, this type of graph indicates the uniform motion of a body with an initial displacement S0. However, when the slope of the straight line is negative, that is, the straight line makes an obtuse angle with the x-axis, the displacement time graph will yield negative velocity and the velocity time graph will yield negative acceleration. For example, when a frictional force is acting on a body to restrict its motion, then the final velocity is less than the initial velocity of the body. Then the slope of velocity time graph will become negative. Here the area ABCD under this velocity time graph also yield the displacement covered by the body. However, when we solve for the area, it will yield displacement is equal to UT minus half AT square, as here the acceleration is negative.
Now let us have a quick summary of the discussion. For a body at rest, the displacement time graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis. As the body as a certain distance, as at a certain distance S0 from the point of observation, and that keeps the position at that S0 with different time. So it is a straight line under displacement time graph. However, we cannot have the velocity time graph and the acceleration time graph for the case. Now let us discuss about the uniform motion. Uniform motion means body is in uniform velocity. So if you see the displacement time graph, it will be a straight line making some angle to the time axis. For tan theta is equal to velocity v. which is the constant quantity. If the initial displacement of the body is 0, that means it starts from the point of observation, then it will start from the origin. The graph will start from the origin. However, if it is at some distance s0 from the origin, then it will be a same straight line making angle theta with the x-axis but starting from the position s0. So let us come for the same uniform motion in velocity time graph. So in velocity time graph, velocity is constant, uniform motion, so it will be like a straight line making an angle 0 to the time axis or parallel to the time axis. So velocity becomes constant here. So we cannot have a acceleration time graph, an acceleration time graph for the case velocity, uniform velocity case. Now let us take the uniform acceleration case. If the body moves with a uniform acceleration, then its displacement time graph will be like this. We will discuss, as it is a curved line, we will discuss it in the next video. And velocity time curve will be a straight line making an angle theta with the time axis. Here tan theta is equal to the acceleration A. Here we can also, this is for this case, the initial velocity u is equal to 0, u is equal to 0. However, for some initial velocity of the body u not is not equal to u 0, then it will be same straight line making same angle theta with x-axis. X-axis, but starting from this u naught, initial velocity of the velocity axis. Now for uniformly accelerated body, the acceleration time graph will be a straight line again, and it is parallel to the time axis because A is constant here. Well, I hope this video is helpful in studying the one-dimensional motion, and we will continue this discussion in next video where we will discuss this type of graphs. Okay, thank you.